Hello and good afternoon. So a video I'm bringing to you guys today is a video I've been trying to make for a while now, but hasn't been easy because I haven't been stuck in traffic on motorways or freeways, which has been somewhat of a requirement to make a proper video to show you guys how these systems work. So what I'm bringing to you today is a video on radar guided cruise control and the pilot assist here on the 2016 Volvo XC90. Hope you guys enjoy. We're currently on radar guided cruise control. As you can see down here, the icon down to the left shows a cruise control indicator and a car on top of it, and below or in the middle at the bottom of the speedometer there you have a car. You have two cars actually, and if you see there, I'm changing the distance to the car in front of me, so that is the distance. And then on top there it says 100 kilometers an hour, and that is the speed of the cruise control. So this car just pulled up in front of me now, and the car is doing auto braking, and as the car in front of me increases the speed, it will also increase the speed. So here on the left side of the steering wheel we have the controls. So if that will focus, so we have plus and minus on the speed, so increase and decrease. And then here you have set the cruise control, and then to the left and to the right here you can toggle between the types of cruise control. So you have a speed limiter, you have a radar guided cruise control. If you click one to the right, and then all the way to the right is the pilot assist. And these buttons here, you adjust the distance. So if I go ahead and click that, it is on the shortest distance, so it won't allow me to click any further. And if I click here, it will increase the distance. But in stop and go traffic like this, or it's not stop and go traffic yet, we'll see what it becomes. It's okay to have it at the shortest distance because it will maintain a nice distance. So let's see if the speed now drops below 50 kilometers an hour, and we can then click it to the right and engage the pilot assist. So let's try, click it to the right, and there we go. Now we are on pilot assist, and as you can see there, I am not steering the car. It is doing all the steering itself. And then after about 10 seconds of this, it gives you a prompt to use the steering wheel, so just give it a little nudge and it will continue the pilot assist. So now the car is doing all the braking, all the gas, and all the steering. So I'm not doing anything at all. But if you want to avoid having to, nudge the steering wheel every 10 seconds or so, you can just rest your hand here and put some resistance. So as you can see there, down in the left, the icon now shows cars in a queue, which is the symbol for the pilot assist. And as you can see, above 50 kilometers an hour, the speedometer is blacked out, indicating that you cannot travel at speeds higher than 50 kilometers an hour. So we're just at that limit at 48. Another thing so if here it shows that it wants to go faster now, so if I click to the left, it will then switch over to the adaptive cruise control. One thing, you have to be in adaptive cruise control to activate the pilot assist. You can't go directly to pilot assist. You have to first have your car set to the radar guided cruise control, and then you can click it over to the right to the pilot assist. If I try doing that now, it will give me a message on the screen telling me that the speed is too high. And the system is also very sensitive about the road markers. If there are poor road markers, the system will not engage. The autopilot or the pilot assist will not engage. So this system is made for use on motorways and freeways and will not work well on most city streets. So because the speed is too high now, we're traveling at about 86 kilometers an hour for the Pilot Assist to activate. I wanted to talk a little about radar guided cruise control. So radar guided cruise control is, in my opinion, one of the best inventions ever, because it takes out a lot of the frustration of driving. One of the worst things I find when traveling on a freeway or even on a two-lane road is that people find it very difficult to maintain one speed. So if you set your cruise control to one speed, the car in front of you most likely won't be able to maintain the same speed. So that leaves you adjusting your cruise control up or down all the time. So you're constantly adjusting the speed of your cruise control. And if you drive a lot on two-lane roads and on motorways, that will become quite annoying after a while. So having radar guided cruise control, just setting your distance and setting your maximum speed and let the car do the braking and steering, takes away a lot of the frustration. So it also has a safety element, because if a car pulls up from the right lane and into the left lane, cuts you off, you might not always be paying that much attention. You might be doing something else, like fiddling with the navigation or the radio or whatever, checking your mirrors. And that instance, that small split second, you're not watching and seeing forward. The car is, with this car, which has IntelliSafe, which is this big box up here, which has everything from the radar guided cruise control to city safe and all that stuff. The car is always alert and always watching, so that gives you a confidence. After a while, it makes you trust the car, because things like radar guided cruise control, taking over the braking and the accelerating, in the beginning it can be quite nerve-wracking, but after a while you learn to trust the car. You learn to trust the car systems. So after a while it becomes a real nice tool to have and to use. But also here in slow-moving traffic, the radar guided cruise control is really practical, because here you barely have to do anything. You just have to steer the steering wheel, barely. And we have poor markings on the right here. Maybe we can try to activate the Pilot Assist again. And there we have. Now we have Pilot Assist in Q driving, which now is doing all the braking, all the steering. I'm just going to rest my hand here, give it some resistance, so the system will stay engaged. But I am worried because the markers here on the right side aren't the best markers. So I am ready for the system to abort any moment now, but it seems to be holding up quite well. It's still engaged, still doing the steering, doing the braking and accelerating. So at first it's kind of spooky, but after a while you get used to it. You learn to trust the car, and it is. Let's see if this is a roundabout, so I will take over the steering here. So, and also it aborted because it didn't. The lane markers weren't good enough. So let's kick it back to radar guided cruise control again, and nope. It won't activate now because the markers aren't good enough. There are barely markers on the right side because this is a construction zone. So that was my short video, my short take demonstration on the radar guided cruise control and the Pilot Assist here on the 2016 Volvo XC90. I know this wasn't the very best demonstration out there, but this was the best video I could make due to the circumstances. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please click that like button in the description below, and for more car content, please subscribe. See you guys later, and goodbye.